Hello children, this is Preeti here. I hope you are watching my videos and it is useful to you. Thanks for giving your love and support. If you are not yet subscribed my channel, kindly subscribe it. In today's video, we are going to see about autotrophic mode of nutrition. Autotrophic mode of nutrition. Before that, we want to know what is nutrition. What is nutrition? The intake of nutrients and their utilization by an organism for various biological activities. That is intake of nutrients and their utilization by an organism for what? For various biological activities. So what are the various biological activities? Our day-to-day life work is called as biological activities. Everything will occur properly when proper nutrients are there in our body. So we had a word here, nutrients. What is mean by nutrients? So nutrients is nothing but the substances which we are intaking as carbohydrate or proteins or fats or vitamins, whatever it may be. So these nutrients are divided into two types. Nutrients can be divided into two types. One is plant nutrient, that is organic nutrient and inorganic nutrients. Come, let me see what is organic nutrients and inorganic nutrients. So we saw about nutrients are of two types. One is organic nutrients and another one is inorganic nutrient. What is organic nutrient? All the plant products, plant or animal products are called organic nutrients. So what can we have? We can have an example, that is carbohydrate, fats and proteins. These can be as an organic nutrients. So what are inorganic nutrients? The nutrients which is absorbed from the inorganic substances like water, carbon dioxide and sunlight. So these are the inorganic substances. From these inorganic substances, what are the nutrients we can get it? That is iron, copper and zinc. These are the inorganic substances we can get it from water, carbon dioxide and sunlight. So these inorganic substances, it is utilized by the plant, absorbed by the plant either from soil or from atmosphere. So what are the inorganic nutrients? Inorganic nutrients are iron, copper and zinc, which is absorbed from the inorganic materials like water, carbon dioxide and sunlight. This is utilized by the plants. Either it is available, these inorganic nutrients are available in the soil or in the atmosphere, which can be utilized by the plants directly or indirectly. So still now we saw about what are the different types of nutrients are there. That is organic nutrients and inorganic nutrients. Now we are going to see about types of nutrition. Types of nutrition. What are the types of nutritions are there? Basically this nutrition is divided into two types. One is autotrophic and another one is heterotrophic. So one type of nutrition, basic divisions in nutrition is, one is autotrophic nutrition and another one is heterotrophic nutrition. Again this autotrophic nutrition is divided into two divisions, that is photosynthesis and chemosynthesis. And in the heterotrophic nutrition, it is further divided into three divisions, that is saprotropic, parasitic and holozoic. So three divisions are there in heterotrophic nutrition. One is saprotropic nutrition, parasitic nutrition and holozoic mode of nutrition. In autotrophic nutrition, there are two divisions are there. One is photosynthesis and chemosynthesis. First of all, you want to know what is autotrophic nutrition. The word auto means self. The word auto, self. Tropic means nutrition. So the organism whichever prepares its food by its own is called as autotrophic nutrition. So which are the organism preparing its food by its own are coming under this autotrophic nutrition. We can have it an example for this as plants. Plants are the only organisms which prepares its own food by using all kind of raw materials which is available in the atmosphere. Heterotrophic nutrition. What is hetero? Hetero means other. Depending nutrition for other organism. Either it can be a plant or it can be an animal. So all kind of heterotrophic nutrition animals which is having heterotrophic mode of nutrition will depend for plants or plant eating animals for their food. Hetero means different and tropic means nutrition. So this heterotrophic nutrient animals which is having heterotrophic mode of nutrition will depend on other animals or plant eating animals for food. Still now we saw about the different mode of nutrition. Now we can see about autotrophic mode of nutrition in detail. So autotrophic nutrition is divided into photosynthesis and chemosynthesis. So first we will see about chemosynthesis. Chemo means chemical. Chemo means chemical. Some chemical substances is used for the process of producing energy. That is the process which is taking place in the chemosynthesis. Some chemical substances is used to produce the energy. This kind of process will take place in some bacteria. Example, we can have it as bacteria. So bacteria like green sulfur, green filamentous bacteria, these kind of bacteria and all will go under the process of chemosynthesis to produce the energy. In photosynthesis, what are the process taking place means, that is, in the process of photosynthesis, food is manufactured by using raw materials. Food is manufactured by using raw materials. That is inorganic materials. Raw materials means inorganic materials. To produce organic materials. So what is the process taking place in photosynthesis means, that is manufacture of food process is taking place. How it is taking place means, by using all kind of inorganic materials, it is producing the organic materials which is used up by the other organism. This is the process which is taking place in the photosynthesis. Come now, we will see in detail about what are the processes are occurring in the photosynthesis. So now we are going to see in detail about the process of photosynthesis. So what is photosynthesis? Green plants prepare their own food. You know that green plants will manufacture its own food. How it is preparing? It is preparing its own food by using sunlight, water and carbon dioxide as its raw materials. So what is the definition of photosynthesis? Green plants prepare their own food by using sunlight, carbon dioxide and water as a raw material, is known as photosynthesis. So preparation of food by using sunlight, carbon dioxide and water as raw material is known as photosynthesis. So by this photosynthesis process, what is the significance is there for the organisms? So what are the importance of this photosynthesis means? It, number one is provides energy. That is provides food for all. Provides food for all organisms, right? Why this photosynthesis want to occur in plants? Some reason it should be there, no, for the process. So these are the reasons why photosynthesis occurring. First reason is provides food for all organisms. And next point, it is essential for the sustaining of life. Essential for sustaining of life. This process is very much essential for the sustain of the life. Next, it helps in the growth and development of plants. So it not only helps other organisms to survive, it is helping itself for the growth and development. So this process helps in growth and development of plants. Next, it is necessary for the synthesis of organic compounds from inorganic compounds. And next point, number 4, this process is very much essential for the synthesis of organic compounds from the inorganic compounds. So in the atmosphere, if inorganic compound is lying as it is, means we can't able to use it. We heterotrophic organism can't able to use that kind of inorganic substances directly, some substances directly. So the process of photosynthesis helps in the synthesis of organic compounds from inorganic compounds. And next point, last but not least, it converts the atmospheric carbon dioxide into oxygen. So this is the main important process that converts the atmospheric carbon dioxide back into oxygen. So if it is not converting this carbon dioxide into oxygen, means we organism can't able to breathe the oxygen. We don't have, we will not get oxygen for breathing purposes. So for the survival of other organism, this process should be taken place. That is the conversion of atmospheric carbon dioxide to oxygen. When this process takes place, means when the photosynthesis is occurring in the plants only, these kinds of process will take place. So these are the importance of photosynthesis. Why photosynthesis want to occur means it provides food for all organisms. It is essential for the sustaining of life. It helps in the growth and development of plants, and it is necessary for the synthesis of organic compounds from inorganic compounds, and it also converts the atmospheric carbon dioxide back to oxygen. So for these kinds of process, this photosynthesis is necessary. And next, we want to see about what are the raw materials needed for the photosynthesis. Raw materials needed for the photosynthesis is, one is carbon dioxide, number 2 is sunlight, number 3 is water. So these are the raw materials used by the plants to convert the inorganic substances to organic substances. So these are the inorganic substances. This is utilized by the plants and by the process. These inorganic substances is converted back into organic substances that we are utilizing it as a food or in the form of oxygen or. So still now we saw what is photosynthesis, what are the significance of photosynthesis, and what are the raw materials which is needed for the process of photosynthesis. Now we are going to see about where this photosynthesis process will take place. Where do this, that is site of photosynthesis. Site of photosynthesis. Chloroplast. Where is this chloroplast is present? So imagine this is the leaf. This is the leaf structure, half cut of the leaf portion. This is the leaf portion. So this broader region, imagine a leaf has cut into piece. In this broader region, if you place this broad region under a microscope, this broad region cut a piece of this broad region, and if you place into the microscope means you can see layers of epidermis cells. Layers of epidermis cells like this, cuticle region, epidermis cells will be there, and below that plant cells will be there. You can see the plant cells below that, which you have learnt in your previous classes. You might have learnt about plant cell and animal cell. So this is the structure, how you will see the plant cell below the epidermis layers of cell, and in that plant cell you can see some dot structure. So these dots are called as chloroplast. These dots present in this plant cell is called as chloroplast. So these are called as chloroplast. So this is the site of the photosynthesis. So how this chloroplast acts as a site of photosynthesis means, in this chloroplast only chlorophyll is present. So inside the chloroplast, what the thing is present means chlorophyll. So chlorophyll, what is chlorophyll? It is a green pigment. So a green pigment called chlorophyll, which is present inside the chloroplast, is the site of photosynthesis. So this chloroplast, which is containing chlorophyll, is responsible for the process of photosynthesis. So these molecules are called as photoreceptor molecules. Photoreceptor molecules, which is responsible for absorbing sunlight. So because of these molecules only, that is the chlorophyll which is present in the chloroplast only, is responsible for the absorption of sunlight, and so the molecules are called as photoreceptor molecules. So we know that photosynthesis means conversion of inorganic substances into organic substances. So we can have a chemical equation for photosynthesis like this, that is 6CO2 plus 6H2O gives off C6H12O6 plus 6O2. So this is the equation for the photosynthesis. This is what type of reaction means. This is a collection of reduction and oxidation reactions. Photosynthesis is a collection of reduction and oxidation. And reduction reaction. So what is oxidation? So what is the oxidation process taking place in this reaction? Photosynthesis reaction means, that is oxidation process taking place in the photosynthesis reaction means water is oxidized into oxygen. So what is oxidized into oxygen? Water is oxidized into oxygen by losing electrons. So water loses its electrons. loss of electrons. So this is oxidation reaction taking place in the photosynthesis process. That is, water will be oxidized to oxygen. How? By losing electrons. So what is the reduction reaction taking place in this equation means, that is, CO2 is reduced into carbohydrates. That is C6H12O6. So CO2 is reduced into carbohydrate by gaining electrons. Gains electrons. So these are the two reactions taking place in the process of photosynthesis. So only it is called as a collection of oxidation and reduction reaction. So what is the oxidation process taking place in this equation? That is, H2O is converted into oxygen by losing electrons. And what is the reduction process taking place in this reaction means, carbon dioxide is converted into C6H12O6 by gaining electrons. So finally we can conclude the equation of photosynthesis like this. 6CO2 plus 6H2O gives off C6H12O6 plus 6O2 in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. So the process of photosynthesis takes place in the presence of sunlight by using chlorophyll. 6CO2 plus 6H2O is converted into C6H12O6 plus 6O2. So the remaining process of this content will be continued as an part 2 video. Thank you for watching this.